Over the past few months, a massive 78 trillion rupiah in foreign capital has vanished from the Indonesian market. Our GDP is growing at over 5%. Inflation is stable around 3%. On paper, the economic engine is humming. Yet the financial markets are behaving as if a recession has already arrived. Local retail investors are aggressively buying the dip, a strategy known as Serok. Many operate on the assumption that foreign institutions are creating fake fear to manipulate prices, hoping to buy back cheaper later. But what if the capital isn't coming back? Are local investors outsmarting a global conspiracy, or are they ignoring a systemic warning sign? To find the truth, we have to look past social media rumors. We need to examine two fronts: the state of our internal governance and the reality of a global geopolitical squeeze. The data disproves a fake exit. Foreign investors are genuinely liquidating top-tier banking assets, dropping tens of trillions of rupiah. For retail investors, the reality is sobering. They are serving as exit liquidity, the buyers allowing institutional funds to cash out. Reports from credit rating agencies like Fitch and Moody's don't question our growth numbers. Instead, they highlight a specific systemic risk: policy uncertainty. On the ground, this looks like sudden regulatory reversals and contradictory statements between different ministries. When the rules of the game change without warning, businesses lose the ability to plan. These institutions aren't reacting to today's economic performance. They are reacting to the lack of a predictable framework for tomorrow. This jointed communication and siloed policies have created a specific opening. Our internal governance blunders provided the justification foreign capital needed to pull out of the market. While domestic policy explains the official exit, the currency markets tell another story. The US dollar isn't spiking globally, but foreign funds are leaving Jakarta and parking next door in Singapore. The timing of these downgrades from Goldman Sachs and MSCI follows a pattern seen in other emerging markets facing diplomatic friction. It suggests that this selling is a reaction to our recent shifts in leadership and policy. The administration has adopted an increasingly independent stance, including a vocal rejection of reliance on the IMF. In the world of global finance, this level of autonomy is often perceived as a challenge to the status quo. This includes exploring membership in BRICS. By engaging with an alternative economic bloc that prioritizes de-dollarization, Indonesia is moving away from the traditional Western financial orbit. This independence extends to defense. Billions are being diverted away from U.S. contracts toward European assets, like these French Rafale jets, which come without the strict usage conditions often imposed by Washington. Attempting to navigate between global powers comes with a price. By asserting autonomy, Indonesia is facing a sharp contraction of the very Western capital it has relied on for decades. These internal policy gaps and external diplomatic shifts lead to a single consequence: the risk of a sovereign downgrade to non-investment grade status. If a downgrade occurs, foreign funds are legally required to stop investing here. This would cause interest rates for mortgages and small business loans to jump significantly. Systemic stalls lead to defaults and layoffs. The debris outside the BCA building serves as a reminder of what happens when a financial crisis spills over into the streets. We cannot control the behavior of global capital, but we have total control over the internal vulnerabilities that make us an easy target. The government must now unify its communication. Restoring policy certainty is the only way to stabilize the market and remove the justification for this capital flight. Our economic stability depends on institutional trust. We must move past engineered social media polarization, because national unity is our only practical shield in a fractured global economy.